Welcome everybody to listening on KFWB News Talk 980 Los Angeles, our flagship station, or Extreme Talk, XM channel 165, or on the World Wide Web at KLEANradio.com. That's clean with a K. I'm in the studio tonight, obviously, with somebody better looking a little bit than Andrew Spanswick. Welcome, Jennifer.
Hi.
Easy on the eyes, Gimenez.
Hi, Judah. How are you?
I am great. I'm divine.
You are divine.
Yes.
I have to say, right before it started, it got very serious in here.
Well, you know.
Which was good. I kind of needed that. Thanks for asking me to come on. I cannot believe how many people are responding to our guest tonight.
Yeah.
They want me to kidnap him, and then I got a little bit more creative, and I was like, I'll handcuff him. Maybe I'll like it.
I'm gonna tell you something funny though, because I was barbecuing beforehand at the center, and one of the friends goes, "You're wearing jeans tonight. Are you trying to impress the guest?" And I'm like, "Actually, yes." And I usually wear shorts, but So this is something I want to talk about. It's very important. We have a lot of people listening tonight.
Yes, we have a lot
of people, and it's awesome all across America. And last week we had a great guest in the studio. You missed it, but she is paying for Judy's plane ticket. Judy's was given a free bed to
Judy, the one that called to ask me a question.
given a free bed, and the guest last week volunteered to pay for. So Judy, I think she might be calling tonight, but she's got a good surprise, and she actually has a due date of when she's coming. But I want to talk about something really important. Treatmentline.com. We're sponsoring this thing where it's Clean Treatment. We're giving away a bed, and we have so many. We're inundated with people that are calling us and asking us for the scholarship bed. And
not only are you getting phone calls, I'm getting nonstop tweets. I'm actually including you now on the tweets because I don't have all the information. So can you say that slower?
And here's the deal. Go to cleantreatmentcenter.com. The reason we're asking people to do this and fill out an essay or a video telling is because we want to see something from you. We want to give you a free bed. We want to help people out, but we also want to see you making the attempt. We want to see you making the initiative. And the smallest thing we're asking is that you write an essay. And I'm not saying we can't take everybody. Trust me, we could. If we could, we would. But we are opening up a bed in Washington. We are opening up a facility pretty soon in Washington State by the end of the month. So hopefully we'll be able to give away a few more. So,
Essays, videos, all that stuff. Like, people may complain that it's a big deal, but when I put tweets out for VH1 for rehab this season, they had to go through such a long casting process and lots of videos and Skypes and stuff like that. And it's about how badly do you want to get it, you know? And there's a lot of people out there that do want it, and there's a lot of people that maybe think about it. So there's going to be someone that's going to get it. And it's not because, you're picking favoritism. I know that the cast on this season's rehab had to go through an extensive period, and I was referring people through Twitter and stuff. So please, if you're looking for help, this is a great way to get help for free.
And listen, we would love to give away, but that's just an impossibility. So it's really important to say, if you are struggling with any sort of thing, addiction, anything, there are places that offer tons of help for free, whether it's 12-step groups. There's so many different places. We wish we could help everybody. But, you're looking great.
Thank you. Are you wearing jeans for me?
Yes, of course. I'm wearing jeans for you.
Thank you.
I'm wearing jeans for like one of my for one of my favorite movies of all time.
Well, I did say to you, did you lose weight? You look really hot.
No, I redistributed.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Ladies love the Judah.
Yeah, you're looking really cute too. Thank you for the compliment. I need to I think I'm gonna go to some kind of program to not Match.com, but I need to get asked on a date, for crying out loud.
Yes.
I'm been single for a long time now.
Yes, go to J-Date.
The
Jews would love you. And they would.
But a lot's going on. Lot's going on. I haven't even talked to you because I've been so busy. You've been so busy. Not only in recovery and in working at Clean and stuff, I have lots on my plate. And thank you for kind of working around that.
That's amazing.
I'm grateful.
Yes.
Tired.
And let's also say hi right away to all of the fans out there, everybody. Please go to Facebook, like us, do all that jazz. And go to Facebook/Clean Radio and give us a call at 888-539-2980. That's 888-539-2980. And beyond, let's just get right to it. women want to be with him, men want to be like him, kids just, jump from leaping tall buildings just to get a glimpse of him. Let's welcome to the air, Sean Patrick Flanery.
Yay!
Welcome to Clean Radio.
How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm very good. That was an amazing introduction. I don't know how all these people have been that attracted to me, and it was erased from my memory bank. No recollection of that ever happening.
You could use that on your voicemail.
It's incredibly impressive.
Yeah, I get. That's what I try to do for guests. I try to, but you are in one of the most iconic movies of the past 20 years. I think. Actually, you know what? Let's just safe to say it's two of the most iconic movies of the past 20 years because Powder. And it's amazing that I was talking before I came here with somebody, and somebody goes, "Oh, I love that movie. Who is he in the movie?" And the other person goes, "He's Powder."
He's the bald white guy,
right?
Yeah.
Because you were so. I mean, it's you look quite different than you do in the studio.
Well, I appreciate it, man. It's good to hear that those are iconic films. I'm very proud of them. So it's good to hear that people like it.
And people love the Boondock Saints. I mean, that's we were talking our web guy. We were walking the other day, and I said to him, "You're invited to come to the studio." And he's like, of course. And he shows me his arm, and on his arm he has like Veritas, or And I go, I get it's from the movie, and he goes, I guess you're a fan. And there's so many people, but one of the cool things also, you've been in, you've been in tons of different things, but there's also an amazing thing you also do in your life that is jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, it's a huge part of my life. I mean, I would venture to say 90% of my time is spent, at the academy or running the academy. So it's proportionately, I spend about 10% of my time, acting, doing in the film industry. But it's been a passion of mine since I was 9 years old. I got into it. A lot of people have a story about Bruce Lee.
Right.
How'd you get into martial arts? Bruce Lee films. It was crazy. Not me. I think it was 1973. And I saw Elvis Presley doing Suspicious Minds on the Vegas stage. And he was in that jumpsuit that looked like a gi. And he was doing a kata, throwing kicks, and we're caught in a trap again. With all the hand gestures. I was like, Dad, he's doing karate. And my dad looked into it, and so sure enough, he did. I said, I got to do that. And so my dad signed me up for some karate lessons.
So because of Elvis?
Yeah, because of Elvis.
It's amazing.
That is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
It's one of the only things I've ever done in my life that wasn't spurred on by a chick.
Maybe in the back, you saw Elvis and you saw all the chicks, so maybe something there clicked.
There actually was a chick that used to push this bicycle. It had a flat tire, but she pushed it everywhere just so she could keep things in its basket. And right in front of the Piggly Wiggly, I'd see her walking every day in white gi pants, and she would go into this martial arts academy. And that's where I ended up training. And
do you think, so you got into karate at the age of 9. Where are you from originally?
Tiny little town outside of Houston called Missouri City. People know Sugarland,
right?
You heard
the
of
band,
that?
yes.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, there's a town also in Texas, but it's a tiny little town. That's where I grew up. Went to high school there. Actually, went to university at the University of St. Thomas in Houston.
Right.
St. Thomas Aquinas, not the Virgin Islands, which I would have loved to have gone to St. Thomas Islands. But so I went to school there, and I spent all of my time there. I left in '88 and came out to LA.
For the acting business.
Yeah.
And that's behind a chick?
Everything I've done subsequently after martial arts was because of a chick.
You're a man.
Yeah,
you're a guy.
exactly.
That's
exactly.
In the end of the day.
Yeah,
that's our
my moral
grade.
compass swings between my legs.
Yeah.
Yes. And
that was good.
So, by the way, if you just tuned in, you're listening to Clean Radio Live. That's Clean with a K. The number here is 888-539-2980. That's 888-539-2980. We're in the studio tonight with my guest co-host, Jennifer Easy on the Eyes Gimenez, and the amazingly, awesomely talented Sean Patrick Flanery. How much trouble did you not get into because of the karate, because of the jiu-jitsu?
You know what's funny? It's martial arts really does. It keeps you out of fights. I mean, the more you train and the more you do it on a daily basis, the more you don't get worked up. You're never really afraid of the guy that's jumping, pounding his chest, going, "Do you want a piece of me? Do you want a piece?" You're afraid of the guy that slowly takes his watch off and he goes, "All right, let's not get emotional. Hang on, hold my drink. Let's go outside and settle it." That's the guy you need to be afraid of.
Right.
And chances are that's the trained guy. But the more you do anything in life, the more you become really, really comfortable with doing it. So you don't get really worked up about it. It's just a very calming, peaceful thing to add to your life. And not even to get into the physical aspect of it. Just the health benefits. It's just I have nothing negative to say about my venture into martial arts from 9 years old on. I endorse it to every age, gender, everybody.
I love what you were saying. It kind of made me actually want to ask you this question is, that unemotional thing, there's no emotional attachment. So when you're like, obviously, kids fight, and growing up, did you ever get in fights? Like, did you not emotionally connect? Because that's where you win, right?
Well, yeah. I've been in plenty of fights.
Okay.
There's nothing great about it. I don't say it from a bragging point, but any dude that's really a dude has been in fights. And there's some point in your life when you're going to have to reach between your legs, and you're going to either find two nuggets or they're not going to be there. And when that comes, there's a fork in the road at that moment. You're either going to bend to the will of another, or you're going to stand up for yourself. And that intersection pretty much defines your life path from there.
Right.
Yeah.
You're either going to stand up in the boardroom, or you're going to be outside getting them coffee.
And that also sums up people that are trying to get help, whether it's, getting sober, they come to that crossroads, all people with addiction, all people with anything really, whether it's, divorce, where a lot of people come to that fork and they don't.
Yeah.
They don't.
Well, but it takes a lot of effort. It really does. It takes a lot of effort to stand up and make that decision. But it's easy to make the decision with the adequate preparation. If it's something that you're not afraid of, you've done it 1,000 times, then it's something that you can do. But if you have no preparation, countless people come up to me and they talk to me about anti-bullying and how do we stop bullying. Bullying's going to be there. It's never going to go away. The best you can do is prepare your kid for an altercation. Mm-hmm. So if it comes around, he's not petrified. Right. And screaming and crying and embarrassing himself in front of the entire school. He can at least stand up and do the. I'm not saying it has to come to blows, but he at least doesn't have to cower into the corner. It's just something that every dude needs to become equipped with. They just have to.
I'm from Brooklyn. I couldn't agree with you more. But that's also not the most. I couldn't agree with you more. That's we're very, very politically correct society these days. Where but it's okay to learn. It's okay for kids to learn how to defend themselves.
Well, I'd go even further than that. It's not just okay. Sports are an elective. That's football, baseball. If your kid doesn't want to play football or baseball, that's okay. It's an elective. He doesn't have to. But at some point in his life, there's going to be a need for self-defense.
Right.
And that's that fork in the road. At no point is a huge problem in his life going to be solved at the free throw line at a basketball court. It's just not going to happen. No. Nobody's going to be solved, in the end zone catching a long pass or a bomb. But self-defense is going to get you out of a number of predicaments. You're going to have to, just like you need math, just like you need to read. You're going to have to be able to take care of your family at some point in your life.
Yeah. No, I love what you're talking about. I just got to tell you that fork in the road happened to me in 5th grade. I was a geek. I'm from Argentina family. Like, the whole, growing up culture was different. My first fight was with Charles Poe, who plays for baseball, professional baseball. We're really close till this day. He swung me with my long hair, and I got up and I fought him back. That day, I got cool. I beat him up. We still joke around that. He's one of the loves of my life on such a sweet level. We've always been friends since childhood. He taught me how to speak English. And then there's that. And today in society, a lot, especially in LA, they use guns first. Fist second, and there is a place where you have to learn to fight. You not fight, but stand up for yourself. I guess it is fight, in that sense, in a healthy way. And I'm not saying go punch somebody today. I'm just saying that that does occur.
Yeah, we're not encouraging that.
No, we're not encouraging it, but I'm just saying it does happen and it does exist.
Well, I think it's important because on the new season of Rehab, you were chased down the street by is that episode air yet?
It's airing next week,
okay,
I went from Charles Poe and fighting him, who I love him so much, fist fighting and getting I was no longer uncool that day. I became cool to 3 months ago being chased down by the by a gang member, three gang guys on a TV show, Rehab, that I shot. And they tried to kidnap me, and they came back with guns. And my guys that were in treatment wanted to fight them, and they don't, in North Pasadena and gang members, they don't use fists.
Yeah,
it's knives
guns
first.
is a completely
it's guns
different
first.
thing. That's
right. But how do you not get there? And I think it's things that you're doing and teaching kids.
Well, I think that's really cool. You're starting. You have all these different studios out there. You own Hollywood Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Then under our family blanket, there's we have an affiliate, Force Balance Jiu-Jitsu in Burbank, and also Dynamics Martial Arts in West LA. So there's 3 of them in LA.
And then you're starting this program called Christmas 14.
I am, yeah.
And let's talk about what that is, because I think, okay, so she's at the point where she's on this show where she has gang members running down the street that are addicted to drugs. You're trying to get them before they even, you're trying to get kids that
Before drugs hit
Before.
them.
Yeah. It all starts with the socialization process in which they're brought up. It starts at the dinner table. And a lot of kids don't even have a dinner table nowadays. But that's where it all starts. I think drugs is a symptom of bad parenting. I know, God forbid I should say that. It's politically incorrect as hell. But really, I think that's where it starts. That's where the problems start.